Welcome back to another week's edition of Go Gaddis Real Estate Radio right here on AM 920 The Answer. In this first segment of the show, we have the Metro Atlanta residential real estate update for the last 7 days. In our Something You Should Know About Atlanta segment, the Tellus Museum has a PJ party. It's back again for another year. And are you feeling like I do sometimes, the seasonal drag right now once time changes? Well, I want to welcome you to Go Gaddis Real Estate Radio. My name is Cleve Gaddis. I've been a licensed real estate agent in the state of Georgia since 2000, so for 25 years. My family has been in real estate for 38 years. I am the team leader of Modern Traditions Realty Group, a RE/MAX team that is based in North Atlanta, but we have offices all over Atlanta. And I live, eat, breathe, and sleep real estate. On this show, it is our mission to help you go from real estate novice to real estate expert, so buying and selling a home can be done with total confidence and without all the fear and the confusion and the second guessing that often comes with life's biggest investments. And the show's not just about real estate. It's really about making smarter decisions for you, for your family, and most importantly, for your future. And if you have a question or you have a comment or even a challenge, we want to hear from you. It's easy to connect with me. Go to gogaddisradio.com. That's GOGADDIS radio.com. And you can, while you're there, if you want to, you can push back or challenge things we say. You can share your ideas with us. You can check out our neighborhood spotlight or ask us to check out your neighborhood for our neighborhood spotlight. Or you can subscribe to the podcast so you'll never miss an episode. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love for you to do any and all of those. Let's jump into the market update. This is for the last 7 days. This is right in the middle of our holiday season. We had 2,093 homes listed in the last 7 days, 2093. We had 933 homes for the week go under contract, which is about on pace, about 1,000 a week, which is about normal for this time of year. Although I guess it can sometimes be a little bit more than that. We've had years when it's been 1,300 to 1,500 per week. We had 1,689 closings for the week, so that's a good strong week for this time of year. And we had 2,517 homes with a price decrease. I had somebody talked to me recently, and they said, hey, on your radio show, you always make it sound like it's a good time to sell and a good time to buy. And one of those things cannot be right. And I said, well, they can be right at the same time, because if your home is in average condition or less and you're a home seller, I would say this is not the best market for you right now today. But if your home is in above average condition for the price, for the area, then selling it even today is still very easy to do. And my point for you is, if you need to sell your home and you're not confident that it's in the right shape, then you might want to take advantage of our rehab and refresh program, because we'll pay for up to $15,000 worth of improvements to your home to make it shine like a new diamond. So the first person that walks in, they are ready to buy it. And I do think that right now is a good time for home buyers. And I think it's a good time because there are less buyers out there in the market. There is plenty of inventory. And there are home sellers who have had their home listed long enough to be somewhat worried about whether or not they're going to get it sold. And so in that case, they tend to be more motivated to be flexible, to work with you as a home buyer. So I do think that it is a good time to be both a buyer and a seller in Metro Atlanta. If you're thinking about selling and you're worried about the condition of your home, go to gogaddisradio.com. Click on the upside, put in just a little bit of information, and we'll reach out to you, and I will review our rehab and refresh program, where we'll advance you up to $15,000 to make improvements to your home. And sometimes if you spent $7,000 or $8,000, sometimes I can make a $20,000 or a $30,000 difference in your sales price. So if you want to know more, either gogaddisradio.com or call 770-497-0000. I got a big shout out and a big thank you to Linda. She and I were attending an event at a private school here in Johns Creek, a private Christian school. My sister happens to be the principal there, and Linda and I were seated next to one another. And we start having a conversation. I have on a little name badge that says Cleveland Gaddis. I'm with Tammy, so she always likes to use the name Cleveland. She believes it helps everybody remember my name is Cleve. And anyway, as we're talking, Linda sits up, leans across in front of me, and looks at my name tag, and then she sort of jumps back from me just a little bit. Turns out that Linda is a loyal listener to the radio show. Now, I think Linda felt like she was meeting somebody famous. Between the two of us, I knew that she was not meeting somebody famous, but she was so excited. And I can't tell you how inspiring that interaction is for me. When you do something like a radio show, in many cases, you don't really understand the relationships that you're creating with people all over Metro Atlanta, or really all over the United States. And I left that conversation with Linda feeling like she and I had a relationship, and it made me feel even more committed to doing a show and delivering good results and delivering good information and really doing the right things to cherish those relationships that I have with people. So Linda, if you are listening, if this is one of the Saturdays when you're in your car and you're listening, I say thank you very, very much. And I want you to know, and everybody else who listens to this show on a regular basis, I want you to know just how much I appreciate you doing that. And it is my intention to deliver a show that is valuable to you and that helps you solve problems that you might be experiencing in your real life. If you need me, 770-497-0000 is the best way to get me. Let's change gears for just a little bit. The Tellus Museum, which is up north of Atlanta, has a holiday PJ party, and it's back for another year. It's Saturday, December the 13th, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can unlock the magic of the season and let your inner elf shine as you explore the world of toys, tinkering, and science at our holiday PJ party. Now, the Tellus Museum is headed up toward, trying to think of exactly where it is, near Cartersville, if I remember correctly. But you can try out a variety of STEM-themed toys and games, including large magnet tiles, the Road Builder board game, and more. Then you can stop by the festive make and take stations to create a catapult or a binary coding ornament or other trinkets. And then finally, to make sure you join everybody there for an epic snowball battle in our indoor winter wonderland, where you can also enjoy Santa's favorite sweet treat, complimentary cookies and milk while supplies last. And as a reward for making the nice list, the museum members get 20% off in the cafe and the Tellus store all day long. So put on your favorite PJs and get ready for a day of STEM-filled festive fun. Registration is strongly recommended. Visit Tellus Museum, TELLUS museum.org. And you'll get more information there. And if I remember correctly, we had somebody on from the Tellus Museum on the show several years ago, and it is such an interesting place. I have never been there. I've seen it many, many times as I drive north on I-75, so who knows? Maybe it's something we ought to all try to go do this year. If you're thinking about selling your home anytime in the next 12 months, we want to make sure you're getting the upside. And you might be thinking, well, of course you want me to get the upside. What does that mean specifically? Well, for us, it means that we want you to sell your home in the way that is most advantageous for you, that's the easiest, where the timing works the best and you have the least amount of headaches. And if you want to learn more about that, go to gogaddisradio.com, click on the upside, put in just a little bit of information about your situation, and we will reach out to you, and I will personally review 4 different ways that you can sell your home. Number 1, sell it for all cash with a closing as little as 21, 30, or 45 days whenever you want it. We can help you with that. Number 2, sell your home as is, where is, put it on the market and sell it without doing a thing to it. We can help you with that. We can talk about our rehab and refresh program, where we make some improvements to your home to try to fetch the highest possible dollar. We can help you with that. And possibly helping you buy your new home before you sell your existing home. We can help you with that as well. And we will analyze the numbers in black and white for you, because what's the upside for you, or what is the advantageous way to move forward for you, is different than your neighbor, is different than your friends, is different than your sister, is different than the lady you go to church with. It's different. Your situation is different. And so your unique situation deserves some unique proposals to help you understand what makes the most sense. Again, go to gogaddisradio.com, click on the upside, put in a little information. We'll reach out to you right away. This segment of the show is brought to you by the law firm of O'Kelly and Sorahan. They're a full-service law firm with 30 offices throughout Metro Atlanta. They specialize in residential real estate closings, including home purchases and refinance closings, corporate relocation, and real estate contract review and title insurance matters. They can be reached by calling 770-497-0000. 1880. Again, 770-497-1880. I don't know if you have some of the same problem that I do, but for years and years, I did not like it when the time changed to say I just didn't like the winter. I didn't, but now I do. You know, lately the mornings are darker and the evenings disappear really before 5 o'clock, and by mid-afternoon, your energy may be ready to kind of check out instead of muscling through it. Here are 3 ways to adjust your habits and stay productive through the winter. First, reset your rhythm. Your body is on a different clock now, so pay attention to where you naturally have the most focus. If morning suddenly feels sharper, then move your outreach, your prospecting, your lead generation into that window. Whatever you're doing, that's very important. Second, keep track of your goals. Shorter days make time feel slippery, and that's when momentum gets lost. So break your quarterly goals into smaller checkpoints you can actually measure. Write them down somewhere visible, a planner or a whiteboard or maybe a cluster of Post-it notes. And then third, reward the effort, not just the outcome. Winter and the holidays can stretch out deals for people who are in real estate and delay closings and things like that. And whatever you're experiencing in your life, you might find the same thing over the holidays. Sometimes people are just not focused on moving things forward during the holidays as they are other times of the year. So celebrate the actions you take, whether it's sending a newsletter or following up with a friend or mapping out your social calendar. Consider all those things wins. We believe that's very, very important. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about the possibility of a 50-year mortgage. Is it your key to get a dream home, or is it possibly a debt trap? Stick with us. We'll have that and more. We'll be back.